Hello, Book Marketing Pro Academy. I'm Sarah Cormany, and this is not deja vu for some of you, but I am going to try to just share this word of encouragement again, and hopefully the internet will be a little less spotty so that the feed is not painful to watch. I apologize for that. But today I get the privilege of just taking some time to hopefully encourage those of you who maybe are post-launch, or maybe you have a book that you're launching now, but you have books that you've previously launched that you'd like to see new life breathed into, or maybe you are right in the thick of the post-launch letdown. Wherever you are, I hope that my word for today is one that not only lifts your spirits, but it also really identifies that we've all been in the place where we hurry up, and hurry up some more to launch. And we experience beautiful thing after beautiful thing, stories pouring in on how our words have helped other people. And there's just nothing like it. But as all things do, they die down and it gets quiet. And I think sometimes because in our hurry up and move on into the next thing kind of world that we experience on the daily, it can be a really uncomfortable place to be. Yes. This is an uncomfortable, quiet moment that nobody really talks about. The book is out, the boxes are unpacked, the launch team has championed both your book and your message, and now it's quiet. The notifications have slowed, engagement has dropped, and maybe you are left like me to wonder, did it matter? Did it reach anyone? Was it worth all those late nights, all the prayer, and all those moments where I almost gave up? This, my friend, this moment right here is something that I like to call the holy lull. The space after the sprint, the breath after the birthing, the pause between your obedience and God's unfolding purpose. It's quiet here, but quiet doesn't mean empty. In fact, now, especially now, God is still writing and moving in and through your words. You may not see the turning of the pages, but God does. He sees that mama in her rocking chair late at night, reading your words, your book to her sweet baby. He sees the pastor underlining a passage for maybe the third, the fourth, the fifth time so that he remembers this is something he wants to include in a sermon to hundreds. He sees the woman who quietly wept at that one sentence on page 32 because it spoke right to her heart. You may never meet her. You may never know her name, but God does. And he is still using your obedience to whisper hope into places you will never even see this side of eternity. That is the business we are in, my friends. The gift of launching our words out into the world in a measure of obedience to a calling that God has placed in and through and on our lives. But it does not stop at the launch. It is just getting started. So I know that it can feel like a letdown, like this was beautiful and wonderful, and now what do I do? But I would encourage you to remember that we pour our hearts into something so sacred that it's easy. And even I have felt like the world has moved on. But I've learned something here in this space. The message that God planted, it hasn't lost its relevance. It's just shifting season from noise to nourishment, from your hands to his hands. When the spotlight fades, the seed that has been planted finally has room and space to grow. So maybe this lull, maybe this quiet space, maybe it's not punishment. Maybe it's permission to rest, permission to breathe, permission to remember that you were never the point. He was, he is, and he will be. You don't have to chase relevance when you carry revelation. You don't have to strive for visibility when you have already offered him your voice. And you don't have to measure success in sales or shares when heaven is keeping an entirely different score. You wrote the words he asked you to write. You were faithful to speak what he whispered to you. Some of you, even in moments of deep pain. And now it's his turn. He is the one who multiplies. He is the one who waters. He is the one who brings life where you only saw blank pages. So know this. The God in whom you entrusted your launch, you can also entrust him with the lull. Hold on to that. Hold on to him and have a beautiful time experiencing the things that only come in the quiet. It was a privilege to spend a little time with you today. I hope you have a blessed rest of your Thursday and into the weekend. And I will see you the next time. Take care.